Hey, thought I'd do something a little different today. So, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a speed game development in the spirit of Christmas. So, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do really quick and dirty. Santa has to save Mrs. Claus from Krampus and the evil furry elves. So, what I've done is I've pre-built a map. I actually just built it in another program and took a screenshot of it. So it'll be a 2D laydown map. And I've generated a bunch of characters using the Aurora character generator. So just quick and dirty. That lets you set up a bunch of different two-dimensional assets. So this is going to be a two-dimensional game. I'll close that off now. I don't need any of these templates. I am just going to go get started. And I'm going to go, I don't need an account. I'm going to go File, Create, New Empty Project. And we are going to call it Santa, yeah, Santa's Quest. Sure. Set my cap locks on, so I got to type that again. And documents, develop projects, my project. Sure, we're going to actually choose the folder though. We are going to go, instead of that, we're going to go documents and Santa game. And there we go. Great. Okay, so now the first thing we're going to do is we need to bring in some assets, and what we're going to do is go, well, I should probably just set up game setting properties. And there's class. Is there anything in here I need? No, I don't think so. Yeah, here we go. Okay, so I want to go, I think I want to go with a height of 3000 and a game resolution of 1080. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go 800. I didn't check. Minimum 20 frames a second. We're just going to make that 30 frames a second. Maximum 30 frames a second. Okay. Oh, okay. Fine, 60 it is. Round pixel renderings from pixel perfect games. Yeah, I'm not worried about it. Apply. Okay, so now we have this. So now we're going to go add new object. And I am going to add a panel pixel. Choose a file. Select image, choose a file, bang, open. All right, and we're gonna hit apply. Okay, now I'm gonna drag this into here. Let's just go like this first. Okay, now I'm gonna rotate it. Which way? I believe we want it that way. Perfect. And we're going to scroll the sucker down. Move them over. And now, I believe we're getting a bit long, but we can go a little bit more, I think. Almost there. Sure, we'll go right there. Mm-hmm. That should be pretty good. So the top's a bit longer than what we needed, so what I can do is go back into my scene settings. Where did I have that again? Scene, external events, external layouts, extensions, properties, I think it was. And what I did was I went 3,000, so I can go 25, 2,600. Apply. There we go. Yeah, let's bring that straight up. I don't want to. There we go. So I'll probably make that a little bit bigger. Properties. Down here we went 2,600. 2760. No, 40. Sure. Perfect. I can live with that. All right, perfect. It's not exactly perfect, but it's pretty close. All right. We'll just fix that. Just fixes it. Doesn't bother me. There we go. Think a little bit more. Perfect. All right, that'll do. Okay, so now we've got our Santa area. We'll just hit File, Save. And now what we're going to do is we're going to rename that. Rename icy underscore snow. Good enough. Now we're going to add a new object, and we're going to add a sprite, and we are going to call this sprite Santa. All right, and then we're going to go apply. Okay. Now we are going to go animation, and we add from here, and we're going to Santa, and we're going to go open. Perfect. All right. Preview. See, there's nothing happening there yet, so that's fine. Frames per second, that's okay. Right. And Episcopal, and I want to transform this into an animation. I might have to import it into that first to do it. I'll have to import sprite sheet. I think it's an import sprite sheet. It's been a little while since I've done it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to stop the video here for a minute. I'm going to figure out how to do this so I'm not wasting your time, and then I will come right back to it. Alright, so I figured out how to do what we need to do here. So what I'm going to do now is I've already imported my whole sprite sheet, then created my Santa up, my Santa left. So now I'm going to go and I'm going to add another animation. So I was going to, oh, I got to scroll down, sorry. There it is, sorry. Then I hit create with name it Santa Right, capital R for right. Stick to my naming convention. Create with Pisco. And now I'm going to go to this folder here, which is import. Then I'm going to go to browse images. And then I'm going to choose him moving right, the first frame of him moving right, because I've already exported them all into single images. It did that when I created the first character sprite. And we'll go open, and 64 by 72. That's how this sheet breaks down. And the frame size is 64 by 72. Import. Okay. Now what I want to do is, instead of just adding a new frame and cutting and pasting through this method, I can just go import, browse images, choose the second one, open, automatically got what I need. Next, then it's going to ask me what do I want to do here. Combine with my sprite or replace my sprite. And I can choose the animation path or whatever here. But I'm just going to go combine. It's automatically going to insert it after the next frame and insert one frame. So I'm going to hit import. So now I've got 2 frames playing up here. I'm going to do that again. Browse images. The third one. Open. Next. Combine. Import. And then do the last one. Next. Combine. Import. And I'll hit save. So now I've got all my animations, except that this one, I have too many. I've got all the other ones in it too. So I'm going to go to edit with Pixel. And what I'm going to do is I am just going to go down here, delete, 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 delete. Where did this do? Lost track. Here we go. Save. So now I have apply, and I built my Santa. So that's done. So now what I could do is I could bring in all my other objects here, or I can set up the motion for Santa. So I can also add bounding blocks in and set those up first, but I think what I'll do is I'll just set up Santa's movement. And so what I'm going to do there is I'm going to go here, and I am going to just go properties, behaviors, edit behaviors, add a behavior. And what I want to do is I just want to give him simple top-down movement 4 or 8 directions. And I'm just going to leave the defaults on for the moment. And I'm going to go apply. And then we're just going to preview this. And so here's my game. Oh, but I haven't added Santa to the map, so we'll just get out of that. All right. I guess I need to put Santa on the map. So we'll just set him here. Ready to roll. Oh, let's put him over here. There we go. So Santa's ready to roll. All right. So now we're going to preview. And then in theory, I'm moving him around. Now, I know it's pretty little and it's hard to see, but it's just getting him in the basic movements. So I don't know that I like that movement. I'm not shifting the animations. He's just running forward. It's nothing special. And obviously my screen isn't zoomed in either. So, but we have Santa on the board and he's moving around. So we're at that good point. So next what we're going to do is I'm going to come over here and I'm going to go to Home, Project Manager, Properties, actually cancel. Don't need to do that. I need to go to game settings. I want to rename, edit, Santa, cancel. Santa is not on the base layer. Santa is... I want to... Sorry, I just wanted to I wanted to rename this, and I'm not right sure where to do that. I thought it was right here in this menu. Oh, there we go. Rename. Icy walls. There we go. That's better. Perfect, that's what I wanted. Okay, I just wanted that to match up, sorry, a little bit. So now what I want to do is I want to add an event. And, don't need the tutorial, thank you. What I want to do is I want to add a condition, and I want to go object. Game start. Start size, start collision, start dot only touched. No. Well, maybe we'll start it. Maybe we'll go with Santa. It's key pressed. So what I'm going to do is go key pressed. Key pressed could be W. And go OK. So when the key is pressed W, add an action. We want to go Santa, and we want to move. I don't want to do add a force to move toward an object, add a force to move towards a position, acceleration, angular movement, deceleration, maximum speed, rotate the object, no. Just add a force, that's what we want. Add a force. Speed on X per second, none. So we're going to go up, which is Y, right? So speed on Y per second will go 200. And that's it, we just go instant. We don't want permanent. Okay. Now I want to go add a condition, key pressed, and we're going to go S. Okay. Then we're going to go add an action, force, add a force on Santa, 0 on X, minus 200 on Y, instant, okay, add a condition, key pressed, key is going to be A, okay, add a force, and we're going to go choose an object, Santa, and we're going to go minus 200 on the x-axis, because we want to go to the left, 0 on the y, instant, okay, add a condition, key pressed, we're going to go S, okay, add an action, force, or Santa, and force, add a force, speed on the x-axis, 200, 0 on the y. Instant. Okay. So we've got Santa set up moving. We should be good there. Now the only problem is, this is, I'm just going to preview this so you can see. Wait, no, I gotta go back to Icy World, and I gotta go to Santa, and I gotta go to behaviors. Now we want to remove that movement that we added, right? We just put that in to show you how that works. So now what we want to do is preview and see if our keys work. So if I go up, so my keys aren't working. So I've done something wrong here. Icy World. And I think it might have to do with the fact that I need to go here, cut, edit. No, it doesn't like that. Okay. Okay, cancel that. Paste. There you go. And we'll go here. Cut. No, cancel. I want to paste. Got it. Paste. There we go. And I want to go cut. Paste condition. Perfect. Okay. So cut. Paste. Cut. Paste. On the X, ES. Cut. Paste. There we go. And I also want to go action. Play. I hit cap lock, sorry about that. I also want to change the animation up. Play animation. Oh, maybe it's change. Change the animation. Choose an object. Santa. And we want to go to is set to thought I could change the animation. Cancel. Let's go. Animation. Play the animation. Santa. Okay. But that's not the animation I want to play. Change the animation by name. Okay. Animation name. Santa. Up. Okay. And we're going to do the same thing here. Add an action. Change the animation. Oh, by name. By name. I'm going to do Santa. Animation, we're going to go down. Okay. Add the action. By name. Santa. Left. Okay. And image by name, Santa, right. All right. Now hit preview, and let's see if this works now. There, oh, so there. I have the W, I believe, and oh, I mixed up on my keys a bit, so that's okay. I'll just edit those. So W takes me down. I gotta fix that. W key is pressed, a force of 0 that way, and minus 200. So we can go minus 100. Okay. Then we're gonna go, the S key is pressed. $100. These two should be good, but we're going to change them out to 100. Okay, now we're going to preview that and see if it works right. W should take me up. Yep. S should take me down. It's not. And then I got to change it to D. So, okay. So I got something going on with the S key. I got to figure that out. And then I need D to go sideways. I got the wrong one sideways. WS. Oh, I see. I have two S's, so I'm going on an angle. If that makes sense. Okay. So D key. Let's just see if that works now. W. Oh, S still takes me up. A. D. But I'm not going. Okay. So S key. Shouldn't be on the x-axis. Should be 0 on the x-axis. Minus 100 on the y-axis. Oh yeah, wait. Preview. Up, down, left, right. There we go. Now, it's hard to see, but the animation isn't looping, so we need to fix that. Okay, so now I gotta go back over here. We're just gonna hit File, Save, because you just save every once in a while. Have a sip of my hot chocolate. Now I want to go into my animations, and I'm gonna check loop on all of these and apply. Okay, and now if I preview, it should be looping. There we see the little feet looping. I don't know if you can see that. I'll fix that next. There we go. So Santa's able to run around on our map. Okay, cool. So we're happy there. File, save. All right. So the next thing to do is I should probably zoom the camera in on the get-go. And I believe it's been a little bit since I've done that. It's been a while since I've done my, but I believe I just did it like this. And I believe that I can add a new event. Drag it to the very top. Well, let's assign it first. And we're gonna go start. On start or at beginning of round. I'm looking for something like that. At beginning of the scene. That's what I'm looking for. At beginning of the scene. Okay, there's nothing to configure. Okay. And then I want to add an action camera. And I want to focus on an object. As soon as the camera on an object, Santa. Anticipate the movement of the object by default. No, we could. Okay, sure. Preview. Now the camera should, as I run up the map here, should focus on me a little bit better. No. So that obviously wasn't the right command. There is a command for that. I'm trying to remember what it is. I use it all the time, but I haven't done anything for a while, so. Alright, let me just, okay. At the beginning of the scene. Send to the camera. Spatial sound. Maybe it's not. You know what? I'm gonna have to look this up, so I'm just gonna stop the video here and pick it up in a second. When I remember how I did this, I'll have to go review one of my YouTube videos. So I'll be back in a minute. So I did a quick look. It only took a couple seconds actually, and then I remembered exactly what it was. My mistake was, we'll just go cancel. So I don't do it at the start of the scene. I remove that. Delete. Over here, center the camera on Santa, and that should work. There we go. See how it's scrolling now? So that's perfect. That's what we wanted. So now what we want to do is we actually want to zoom in, and maybe we need to do that. A new event, add action, zoom, camera zoom, initial value of zoom. You must enter a number or valid expression. Let's go, I don't know, 200. Okay, preview. Oh, a little bit high. Let's try changing that. 10. There we go. Now we're zoomed right in our Santa. We can run around, left to right. We can see him. Excellent. It's a bit high though. We don't want that. We're going to try and find a nice base there. So let's go, instead of 10 times zoom, that's what that seems to be, is the zoom. So I'm going to go with a 5 times zoom. Let's see how that looks. Well, that looks pretty good. Let's just full screen this sucker. That looks pretty darn good. Okay. we're going to run them back to the beginning. And of course we can run them into the water and everything else because we don't have anything else going on. So we got that. We're going to hit File, Save. Now I think the next thing that we need to do is I need to do another animation, and I need to do, well, I might do that at the end if I don't run out of time. I want to do Santa throwing a snowball, but what I might just do is create a snowball and have, if Santa pushes a key, add condition key pressed, and we're going to go space bar. Of course. I have to scroll down now. Spacebar. There we go. If spacebar is pressed. Okay, perfect. And then now what we need to do is we need to come back over here and we need to add an object and we need to add a sprite, and we're just going to create it in, what are we going to call it? Snowball. Okay. And then we're going to add an animation and snowball 1. Creating pixel, and then we're going to change this width out. We don't need it very big. We're going to go 12 by 12. That's fine. Resize. Oh yeah, perfect. And we're just going to take a circle. Like that. And then we're going to go down here to fill bucket, choose a color, and we're going to choose a little bit dirty of a snow, just so it stands out from the background there. Maybe we'll go with blue, make a little bit of a blue ice, a little cobalt in that there snow. Perfect, okay. And fill, perfect. That's what we want. Now we want to go back to pencil, and then we want to go to white, and I'm just going to go put a couple dots in here of white, just to break up the pattern, and yeah, sure, good enough. A little bit of white there, there. There, save. Okay, apply. Perfect. Okay, so now what we're going to do is back over here to Icy World, and what we're going to do, space is oh, I don't want that there. Cut. Paste. There we go. Wait. That's not what I wanted to do. What did I do? Oh, wait. Delete. Alright. As soon as the camera on Santa, as soon as the zoom. Okay, perfect. Okay. I need a new event. Okay, key pressed. Key pressed. So what I did there was I accidentally put the key press for the space pad in the wrong entry. Space. There we go. Okay, perfect. And I want to add action, and I want to go. Snowball, and what I want to do. Wait, no, I don't even want snowball. Santa, Create an object with a force. Create an object from object. I should be able to go position. X position, Santa, apply, and then Y position should be object, Y position of, where did I find it? Santa X. I'll just put it in dot Y bracket. There we go. Can I find expression with this? Object. Santa. No, that's not it either. What the heck was it? Y position. Okay. Y position. Santa. Center number dot Y. Here we go. That's what I wanted. I don't know why I didn't take it when I typed it in. Weird. There be sort of empty. Yep, that's fine. We're gonna go okay. So what that should do now, if I hit preview, I hit the space bar. Move up and down. Oh no, it's not doing it. So I thought that should create a snowball. Oh, wait. No. Snowball. At position Santa X, Santa Y. Alright. Preview. There we go. So now you see how it's not lined up with Santa. So what we need to do is we need to go into Santa and open up Santa, and then what we need to do is right here, edit collision points. So the center is here. Share the same points with all sprites of the same origin. Center. And I need this to be in the center. And we'll put it actually right under his chin. There, that works. Close. Apply. And then we need to go snowball. And I want to edit points as well. Bring that one into there as well. Perfect. Close. Actually, I want to go. Yeah, it's fine. Close. Okay. Now I can edit the collision mask on the snowball. And what I want to do is use a custom collision mask. Okay. And I'm just going to bring that in. Just so the snowball actually makes contact. Perfect. Close. Apply. Okay, so now when I hit play, it's right in the middle of it. So there we go. Alright, so we've got that done. So now Santa's got his snowballs, and we're rocking. So the next thing we need to do is I need to make some areas where Santa can't go. Or actually, I should make the snowball move in the direction Santa's heading. And what I want to do there, I guess, is... yeah. Let's see. No, don't have that in here. So what I need to do, there's a couple ways to do this. And what I want to do, I believe, is go cancel. And then I want to go here. Okay, let's just save. I want to add extra actions. Shoot. Fire bullet. Here we go. Install in project. Okay, perfect. Got it. Alrighty. So now I can close that. So now I'm going to go ifs. I'm going to do this. Delete. Okay, so now we're going to change that. That showed how to make an object appear. So that'd be good if you're dropping mines or doing thing. Depending, maybe a farming thing, dropping seeds or something. But what we're going to do now is we're going to add the shoot. We're going to go action, make Santa shoot fire bullet. Maybe do it here. There we go. Fire bullet toward position. Reset fire bullets towards an angle. Okay, choose an object. Fire bullets in the direction of a given angle. Santa. Oh, okay. Maybe it's snowball. No. Okay. Cancel. Let's go. Space keys pressed. Add action. Fire. Firebolt towards an angle. Okay. Santa is attached to this object. Do something with the object. Or add this behavior. Oh, I need to add the behaviors before I can do it. Right. Okay. Cancel. Cancel. We gotta go back over here. I gotta go into Santa. I gotta go behaviors. Add a behavior. And I need to go fire. Fire bullets. Alright. So we're going to go maximum ammo. Use 0 to disable restrictions. There is no ammo capabilities. Unlimited ammo is on. Ready to fire number of bullets created at once. Okay, we're going to fire 1. Multi-fire bullets will be spaced inside the firing arc. 45 degree firing arc. Nope, but we are going to give him a 15 degree firing arc because he's going to be winging it with his arm. Okay. Shot, yeah. Don't even worry about it. Linear cooling per second, overheat duration seconds. Yeah, don't worry about it. Reload automatically. Shots per reload, doesn't need to worry about it. Angle variance in degrees. 3. Firing cooldown, yeah. Rotate bullet to match trajectory. Okay. Perfect. Apply. Okay, perfect. Now I don't believe that it works out of the box. I believe I'm going to come over here. Now I can go add action. Fire a bullet. Fire a bullet. I don't know which one it is. I think it's just fire was position. Santa. Okay, behavior, fire a bullet. Object, a bullet. Snowball. Okay. Target X position, target Y position. Where to create the bullet. That's fine. Santa. Okay. Oh. 0. 0. Should be the 1 pixels per second. 200. Alright. Now, I don't know if that's going to work. We're going to give it a shot. Doesn't look like it's working yet. So I did something wrong in there. Okay. Fire a snowball from Santa at position 0, 0 toward position O. Okay, let's try that. Preview. Nope, still not shooting anything. So, I'm going to have to figure that out, what I did wrong there. So I'm just going to stop this right now, and then I'll come back to it once I figured it out and show you, so I'm not wasting your screen time. Okay, I figured out how to do this. So it took me a little bit because the fire the bullet feature was missing the main one, fire the bullet. So what I ended up having to do was go into another project that I had made on my old computer, copy the fire the bullet out of there, and paste it in as an action here in order to get that working. So then the next step in that, and that's weird because I don't know why, maybe it was depreciated or something, but I only had fire towards an angle or fire towards position, so strange. Anyway, so I put those in here and tested this out. I figured I better test it before I came back to see if it works. So what I've done here is I've set in what's called a sub event. And so what I'm going to do now is create another one and add sub event. And then I'm going to go create another one and add another sub event. Now I have these two here. So now what I'm going to do is copy this, copy, and then in these sub events, paste, and in this sub event, paste. And so now what I'm going to do is change this value to 3 for this one, and to 4 for this one. So what I've told this to do is basically when the space key is pressed, you're going to fire these bullets or these snowballs. But what you're going to do is you're going to check for the value of this variable. So I've set up this variable called Santa, which is over here on Santa, a variable. So I've set up this variable to Santa, and initially out of the box I set it to 0. So cancel that out of there, come back over to here. And so now what I've done up here is when the W key is pressed, it's going to change that value to 1. So when you go up, it changes it to 1. When the S is pressed, it changes the value of that variable to 2. When the A is pressed, it changes it to 3. And when the D is pressed, it changes it to 4. Well, it will change it to 4. I haven't put that in here yet. So what we're going to do, and then I've added these two in. So that's where I'm at, adding those actions. So I'm going to go change the variable Santa to 3. copy, and I'm going to come down here to when the D is pressed, paste, but we're going to change that from 3 to 4. Okay, I left that to show you where I changed it up there. So now that's set from 3 to 4. So now we're going to come down here and we're going to just copy this one, copy, and then I'm going to come down here to the where it's gone to number 3, paste, and then down here to number 4, paste. So now what I need to do, so in GDevelop, 270 is up, straight up. They've got their angles weird for some reason, and 90 is straight down. Let's just try changing it. 33 to 0. Is it something weird like that they're doing? They are. Okay, so that's 0 is to the right. Okay, cool. Well, we figured that out. So the other thing that I've done here, we're going to close it, show you here, is I'm hitting these and I'm not going through the graphic. So what I've done there is up here I've said if Santa is in collision with box, move Santa away from the box. Only Santa will move. So that's also a condition in the action box. But on the main screen, you see all these black boxes. Those are just bounding boxes. I've drawn a square, dragged them on, I've extended them. They're all just instances of the box. So the other thing we need to do though is now make it that we go back over to here and we go preview and I go up. See how the snowball just keeps going? So what we want to do is we make it so that snowball gets deleted. So we're going to go add new event, snowball is in collision with bounding box. Okay. Then what we're going to do is go action, delete the object, snowball. Okay. Give that a preview. It should just work. We'll face this direction. And there it goes. Easy breezy. Now we're just going to come down a bit here. And I've set the rate of fire. There was a delay when I set up the character. But what you'll notice is coming from Santa's back and his front. I think I want to change it so that it's on a lower level than Santa. So what we need to do is go over here. And we're going to go check Santa. And so we are on sorry, we're going to check Santa on the map. So there's Santa. So Santa is in Z order 2. And I got all these box instances. Z order 22, Z order 7. If I go up to the top here, I think Z order 23, but it doesn't really matter. So what I'm going to do though is I'm going to come back down here to Santa. And I'm going to set Santa to higher Z order. Object Santa. And he's at Z order 2. And I'm just going to set him at Z order 99. That should be fine. Let's give it a preview. So now when I shoot, the ball should come from below him. Unless I have a snowball at a higher level. I don't believe yeah, I think we're okay there. I might have to change something to set that up, but I'm not that worried about it. So anyway, we're going to save that where we're at now, because we now have a working map, and now what we need to do is add bad guys. So what we're going to do is add a new object, add a new sprite, and then we're going to go add an animation. We're going to call this elf 1. Create with pixel. And then we're going to do the same thing we did before. We're going to go browse for images, and I need to go back to my where did I put it? Santa game. And then we're going to go elf 1. Open. And frame size, again, we want to make sure that we set that frame size to 64 and 72, because that's 64 wide, 72 tall. That lets me import as a sprite sheet. Import. Okay. Perfect. There we go. So now we're just going to save him. And we're going to call him elf 1 up. Now we're going to go add an animation. Elf 1 down. Create a pixel. Browse. Now we want to find the first one of the elf walking down. Oh, nope, cancel. We're gonna do, yeah, sure, that's fine. Okay, import. Okay. Import, browse. Open, combine, import, browse, 3, open, next, combine, import, browse. And we got in there 3, 4, open, next, combine, import. Alright. And there's my elf walking. Okay, perfect. Save. Now, what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to actually add these for the rest of this elf. Then I'm going to bring in a few other non-player characters. You don't see me go over this over and over again. And then I'll come back and pick up setting them up as bad guys. Okay, so I got the elf loaded, and then I decided to load Mrs. Claus. So I've created her and got her animations. I'm just going to go into her now. She's placed on the map up here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a behavior. And what I want her to do is simply walk back and forth. So animated back and forth movement. And distance on y-axis 300 pixels. We'll move that, move 100 pixels. Okay. And we're going to hit apply. And then we're going to run a preview of that. Now, of course, I've got to run all the way up there to see her. So we'll just go like this. There she is, but she's not moving on the X and the Y. So I'm not exactly sure why she isn't. We'll have to figure that out. I think what I'm going to do, just to test that as I'm working it, is I'm going to move my Santa way up here. Just to make that easy. Okay. Now I'm going to go to Mrs. Claus, and I'm going to actually move that animation. Okay, apply. Now then, I'm going to go over here to IC World Event, and I think what I need to do, add a new event, add a condition, Mrs. Claus, let's go, I'm not sure. Maybe I don't do anything here. Okay, well, I'm going to cancel that. I'm going to go back into here, double click on her behaviors, animated back and forth movement, distance traveled on an XY pixel, speed on an XY pixel per second. Okay. Preview. She just runs through her animation. I suppose I can can't exactly see it. I'm gonna have to. Nope. I don't know that I can. I can't move that around. It stays docked, so I can't really edit this one. That's interesting. It's actually off my screen and not showing up because I'm windowed and I can't get to the end of it. Huh. Crazy. Okay. Well, that's alright. But I still don't know why the variables, distance traveled on x-axis, in pixels, let's go 500, No, let's go less. Let's go 800. Apply. And then I'm going to go back in here. I'm going to go new condition. Scene. Begin. At the beginning of the scene. Here. Okay. Add action. Mrs. Claus. Change the animation by name. Animation name. Mrs. Claus. Okay. No. Change the animation. We'll do that instead. Set to value 1. Okay. So there we go. Change the animation of Mrs. Claus to 1. And we're going to want to drag this all the way to the top of the scene. Preview. There we go. But she's still not moving. Okay. Now we're going to go back and we're going to go to Mrs. Claus. And we're going to go to edit. I'm going to change this down. She's just shifting. Save. Apply. Preview. Nope, doesn't change it. I was curious. I didn't know if that changed it or not. So, exit. So let's go. View scene. Add an action. Mrs. Claus. Change the animation speed scale. Modify. Set it to 4. Okay. Preview. Oh, okay. So that was 4 times the amount, not 4 frames per second. 0.25. Preview. That's better. Now she's just hot-footing it. We'll actually slow that down even more. 0.15. Preview. There we go. She's just kind of shuffling in place now. That'll work. So now what we want to do is add a new event, add a new condition, Santa collides with Mrs. Claus. Okay. Now I haven't added an action to that yet because I have to come over here to Mrs. Claus and editor collision points. Use a custom, add a vertex, add a vertex. Perfect. So we drag these down. And drag this in. Drag this up. Drag this over. Drag this down. And drag that one up. And drag that one over. So what this basically does is, I don't think I showed it to you on the other stuff, but what this does is this lets you set up where they're going to bump into someone or whatever. Because if you bump in over here, you're a long ways away. So bumping in here, it just makes more sense. So close. Now we're also going to go edit points, and I like to drag this origin point over and just above the center point. Close. So if they're shooting anything or anything comes out of them, they're set up. Okay, so now we have Santa and Mrs. Claus set up. We're gonna go here to File, New. We're gonna save. Then we're gonna go to Project Settings, and we're gonna go to Add a Scene, and we're gonna call it Win. Perfect. Alright, we're going to go to Win, and we're going to go to Add New Object, and we are going to go to Text, and we're going to go 40, Color, Red, You, Saved, Mrs. Claus. Apply. You win. Apply. And we're going to put it there. Preview. I can probably how do I do that? On scene settings, properties. Settings. Win properties. Detail. Scene coming background. Let's go with a holly jolly Christmas. Okay. Preview. Okay. Color. You say. Font, whatever font. I've got a font, so choose from the asset store. Come on. I want fonts. Font. Tangerine, Rancher Regular, Cartman, Kings, Kenny, John, Roboto, I don't know. I'm not seeing anything here that's fantastically great. A lot of Kenny fonts. Picture, eatery, Coleman. Okay, why don't we just go with Tangerine Bold. Apply. Preview. You save this is I don't care for that one. But bold. Okay. Now I need to resize the scene window though. Element. Let's try and go Z. Push angle in the editor. Angle 0. Position. Not sure how to lock that in the editor. Edit. Scene. Cancel. We don't have any scene variables. Properties. Okay. Just crashed. Oh yeah, because I got the game resolution, not the scene resolution. Well, just gonna have to survive. That'll do for now. I'll have to figure that out later. I'm not gonna bother you with that. Mainly what I wanted to do, okay, was go here, and then on this collision with Santa, I wanted to go add action, change scene. Oh. Change the scene to win. Okay. So now when I preview it, if I contact Sam, there we go. We went to the win screen. Now of course we can make that better, and that's a horrible font, and I'll have to flush all that out. But I just wanted to set up those parameters. And file, save, so that you could see where we were at. So now what I wanted to do was we're going to take Ms. Claus, and we're just going to drag her back a little bit here. There we go. Okay. Now we're going to take Santa, and we're going to drag him all the way back down. Drag Santa all the way back down to the starting location. Actually, I wonder if there's a sleigh in the asset store. Add new object. Sprite. And sure. Animation. Edit. And I think I'm just going to go with some deep brown here somewhere. Do a cube. There we go. And I'm going to do a line. Bring that to there. And all the way in. There you go. Bang, bang. Bang, bang. Bang. And just really quickly trying to flush that out a little bit more. Sure, okay. Now I'm going to go to this, and we're going to go to red, deep red, and I'm going to go. There we go. Oop. And color picker, bang, 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 and color picker back with this. I need to go bang. Oh wait, no, bang. Sorry, you're gonna watch me do this. I just wanted to do that, and then we're just going to quickly fill that with this, and then we're going to go here, we're going to choose, let's go a little blacker color, fill, and we're going to go here, we're going to choose a goldy color. Sure, gold, dot, 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 then dot, 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 then dot, 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 and all the way forward, dot, dot. And bang, bang. I'm going to go with a darker color here. And go a little bit of an orangey. Perfect. And then we're going to go dot, 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 dot. Oh, that should look pretty good. Bang, okay. Now we're going to go here with the brown. I need a brown, brown, brown. Actually, want the green. Nice dark green, perfect. One. I'm going to do an eraser here. Here we go. Good enough. I'm going to fill. I'm going to go with a darker color here. I'm going to do a line. Okay, now we just want to go with let's go with I'll do brownish. So, perfect. Okay, now we're going to go with color picker. Line. Color picker, red, block, handle. Perfect. Okay. I gotta do. Save. Okay. It's not a great picture of a sleigh, but it'll work. So now I just want to put that there. All right, now, perfect. Santa, you can start right there. Excellent. Okay. File. Save. Preview. We should have a sleigh. There we go. Santa just got out of his sleigh. Perfect. Do 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 do. There are no reindeers, but whatever. Okay, perfect. We just needed the starting point. So we're good with the starting point. File. Save. And I'm going to have to splice that into the next part. I think I'm pretty much done for tonight. I'm going to come back tomorrow morning. Tomorrow is Christmas Eve. So I am going to come back and... Oh, no, wait. Today's Christmas Eve. Tomorrow's Christmas. Geez, what am I going to do here then? Should I finish this tonight? I just need to put events down. I don't think I can finish tonight. It's time to go in for supper. I think what I'm going to do though is I'm going to put events down to spawn elves, to randomly spawn them at from different checkboxes, and to have them head towards Santa, just wherever he is. They're going to swarm towards him. So Santa's going to have to constantly hit them with the snowballs and pummel them away. And then the last thing to do will be to put the big boss Krampus at the top and have him guarding against Mrs. Claus, and he's going to have a have to be hit several times and throw his own out to attack Santa. Then we'll have to give Santa lives and or health bar or something. So I don't have time to do that tonight, maybe after supper, but we're just going to save and exit.